Alright guys, this has been a long time coming, but it's time to take a look at the new SH MonsterArts King Ghidorah, or King Ghidorah, but I'm gonna stick with King Ghidorah. And we'll be seeing if it's worth the price tag of $300. Stay tuned to watch the video to find out. Full disclosure, I got this as a Christmas gift from fan and friend of the channel, MolderZilla.
You're absolutely crazy.
However, I am going to come at this figure as if I spent $300 on it, because chances are you're probably going to do that, and it's my job to make sure to know what you're getting. This has been a long time coming, hasn't it? I mean, we've had a King Ghidorah bootleg since 2019. For those who don't know, in 2019, when the King of the Monsters Ghidorah was released, a bootleg of it floated around that was actually a super articulated 1964 King Ghidorah with the paint job of the 2019 version. How and why this made its way to bootleggers, we still don't know, actually. And a lot of this figure matches up, but it's a Showa King Ghidorah, and I'm not sure what they could do to really make it different. That's not to say that they are the exact same, only that there's enough similarities between the two to make one theorize. I don't own the bootleg, but I'm sure fellow Godzilla toy reviewers will compare the two. This actually caused so much controversy that Yuji Sakai had to make a full-on note about it due to everyone comparing it to the bootleg, so yeah, this was another controversial release, and there's proof to back it up. With all that said, looking at the box, it's really nice. It matches with either monsters from the 1972 film Godzilla vs. Gigan, which, yes, is again peak fiction. Will nostalgia, childhood wants and needs, and the love of this movie blind me to the price tag these all had? Now let's free this big golden bastard, and I gotta say, he does look really good. I think the sculpting here is well done. Looking at the heads, I think they look really good, but they're not exactly 100% there. They're a bit longer and narrower than the suit version, which was more stumpy and wide. The crowns look fine, but these two are bent in. That's also not the only part that's bent. These eyes look okay. He's got one that's slightly drifting off, but I don't think it's too bad. This one looks really good. This head looks like he's locked the fuck in. And this one looks the best out of the bunch overall. This one is pretty bad. Look at the eye on that one. $300. It's not the same Ghidorah, but of course it's the fucking Kevin head. This eye looks pretty good though. I think the teeth paint on him look just okay. They're fine, I've seen worse, but some are just not as clean as others. Fangs are a bit too long, I think. His scales look like they're flaking off, like as if the suit's being brunched up and they're just sticking out, and it's all over the legs. It's on the chest right here, come on the calves. Not so much on the backside though. This is a really cool detail, but it does hurt, like grabbing him. And look at that, it hurts my hand. I don't know if it's easy to see, but there is a wash to the figure, and some of that brown wash is sticking to the under parts of the scales. I don't know if it's part of the wash or the lighting or whatever, but it looks really good. There's a gradient inside the wings, which is a nice touch, though this material is like 3D printed. It's not hand sculpted like this. These scales are very much different feeling than these, and it even looks different. I don't know if can you guys tell? The wings are also asymmetrical. They're individually sculpted, and it looks really good, especially along the back where you can see individual wrinkles and creases. It's really impressive. In the film, these are a bit more like rounded off, but I think this looks fine. His toes look nice in gold, and they stick out. They don't look like they have any kind of dry brushing on them, but I think it works though. It looks pretty good. Oh wow. I don't know if you can see, but it's already starting to scuff. This is a $300 toy, and I think overall he looks really cool. Look at that wingspan. It's huge. Oh yeah. He is a big figure. He's got some size to him. I wonder if this is Showa scale. Now, I just want to make it clear, this figure looks really good, except those eyes. And I like it quite a bit, but we gotta address the price tag. This is a $300 figure, and as far as I'm concerned, this should be better. It should be as good as possible. It's mass produced, so obviously there's not going to be perfection, but with eyes like that, only okay paint job on the teeth, and while the joints on my copy are pretty solid, this loose top and this loose wing are inexcusable. And for something that was openly said to be suit accurate, and it's still not, it's pretty close. Closer than the SH MonsterArts Godzilla 2000 for sure. When my X Plus Cybot Godzilla is cheaper on the aftermarket and looks better, well, I think you should prioritize your money. Like, getting the Haya 91, which I don't have yet. I want it. I'll get it eventually. I'm literally living the wait for Haya life, bro. And to put it in more perspective, there are no accessories, no gravity beams, no alternate heads for a 64 or 68 Ghidorah, which do look different by the way, and not even a flight stand. Even the bootleg has a bootleg flight stand. I bring this up because a Hot Toys is relatively around the same price and it comes with so much. This is a premium price and all you're getting is a figure that's worth less than half. And for some of you, I know what you're saying. Well, who cares? I got my Showa Ghidorah finally. You could have had a Showa King Ghidorah for much less with shockingly more accurate faces. Even if you painted it yourself or sent it out to be repainted, I bet it probably costs less than this. But again, and pay attention, I'll know if you don't, that I will say that if you buy this, you're excited for it, you're happy for it, and you're convinced on buying it, that's great, wonderful. You should have something that makes you happy. And I gotta admit, this is a really cool figure. It is really cool. It's just not everyone is gonna be able to drop $300 on this. And the real question I have to ask myself is, if I wasn't gifted it, would I have bought it? And I can only come up with maybe. Like maybe if there was a good deal. All I'm saying is make your choice wisely. Honestly, I wouldn't be making such a big fucking deal if it wasn't $300. But there is one last thing to talk about this figure, and it's the best part, his amazing posability. So the heads can swivel a full 360, they can move up that far, move down that far, jaws on the ball. The mouths can open up, but this head opens up the most, this one opens up the least, and this one is kind of like in between. Heads have a dark brown paint, but when you get to the mane, they actually have a golden gradient to them, which is pretty cool. And all three heads have wonderful articulation. They bend in quite a bit. Practically every piece can be swiveled around too. And they can go in very far. Oh boy. Not this head though, this one, nah. But these two definitely can. Very impressive. One of the main gimmicks is that the heads can go all the way back, apparently, like in the film, so let's try it. I found the best way to do this is just do every piece individually as best you can. Careful of the middle head, because this neck part will pop off pretty easily. Oh boy. Thankfully, they pop back in pretty easily. Fuck. This gimmick is really the hardest part of this whole thing. Again, you just gotta make sure. Oh no. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. This is kind of a pain. Couldn't they have made this easier for $300? That might be as good as I can get it right now. I don't know, this one goes in pretty far. And here we are recreating the scene from the film with Godzilla 72 and Anguillus. And as noted earlier, his upper body is on a ball joint, but it is very loose. His wings seem to be on some sort of ball joint because they can move around. Jeez, this really hurts my thumb. But again, this wing is very loose. This one's nice and tight. Exactly what you'd want. He's got a piece right here that hides the gaps. Looks like his leg can go a full 360. Does it push in or out? Yeah, it does. And there's some extra sculpting in there too. Nice. Spread's pretty good. Leg is double jointed. I like that it goes up in there. And he can do a crazy calf pivot. Thanks to this calf articulation, you like them toes? Moving to the tail, real articulated. Oh man, is that nice. Oh! They can go in pretty far, maybe further if you swivel it around. But can they go up? Not bad. I gotta say, I love posing this guy. I think he's a lot of fun. Nothing's really popping off. And like part of the fun of playing with the toys is that you can do this. You can do this. You can go. I had the 1991 special color version, and guess what? I sold it. Laugh. Guess what? I had the Haya King Ghidorah in 2019 special color version too, and I sold that one because the 2.0 is coming out, and that one looks amazing. Man, can he move? And he looks great to my fellow SH MonsterArts and related kaiju besties. And if you thought he couldn't do it, guess what? He can in fact do the dad pose challenge. And here he is next to his castmates from Godzilla vs. Gigan, and man, as a kid, I wanted Godzilla toys that could move every single body part, and I finally have them, and it's honestly really cool. It's not perfect, but it's pretty much what I've always wanted, especially my favorite Godzilla film when I was a kid. But at the end of the day, simply put, he's just not worth the price tag. I'd say generously, he should be $180 at most, including taxes and shipping. There's just no excuse anymore to be making these figures this overpriced for so little. I don't care if it's because of engineering. I don't care because it's show and it won't sell as well. I don't care. Give us accessories and keep the price. Or give us just the figure, lower the price. This is especially egregious when your competitor has a better priced Ghidorah with as good as, if not better, articulation and joints. And if you can get this discounted, for sure, it's cool. But come on, there's no reason to buy this either when the bootleg is out there and the head is better, except for the mane. Yeah, the paint's not very good, but you can always fix it. However, if you choose to purchase this, I hope you enjoy it, because there is a lot of fun to be had with it, especially rounding out the Godzilla vs. Gigan cast and the Showa shelf. Oh my god, this is getting crazy. But I think I'm burned out on SH MonsterArts. I don't even know if I'll get that Destroyer now. But I mean, the Godzilla 75 I'm excited for because I like that, but again, not a suit accurate figure. It's just another case of good enough, sell it for $150+. Like, come on, we can't justify this anymore, guys. Like, they're becoming the prices of an X Plus, and even though those aren't perfect, they try. They try on the paint, the teeth, the eyes. They go the extra mile if they can. And if SH MonsterArts doesn't want to go the extra mile, then we're fine. But don't sell it for premium prices for so little. Like, we can all agree on that, right? Right? Oh god, this one's gonna be amazing.